What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down Jerry Jeudy in his Week 1 and 2 highlights versus Duke in North Carolina. Jerry Jeudy is one of the best route runners in college football, if not the best, and I think it's going to translate very well to the NFL. So let's get started. So immediately off the line, I know you guys have all probably seen this clip before, but we're going to break it down. So let's watch this thing in full speed first. He takes this jab to the inside, puts the brakes on, swats him by, catches this ball, then bursts upfield and makes something happen after the catch. So let's break this thing down. So right off the line, he gives this stab inside. Now, what I want you to notice is look at his upper body. Yes, see, this is a very explosive first step. His toes are straight forward. He's pushing off that inside arch. He's got the proper shin angle, as we can see, at a 45-degree angle, so he could explode and get outside. But what I also want you to see is look at this upper half. Head and shoulders going to the inside. Now, as you can see, what does that do? It kind of freezes this DB here. Freezes him, gets him flat-footed on the ground right here, on his heels. That's all we need to accomplish if we're trying to take this outside release. That's a great job by Jerry Jeudy, and again, pushing off this inside arch. So, as he's working upfield, I want you to see how he kind of gives this little bit of a shoulder dip here, so this DB doesn't get his hands on his shoulders and knock him off this route. That's a great job by doing that. So now he snaps down. We call this first step, he's snapping down. So he's snapping down with the inside leg. He's running this hitch, 1, 2, gets in and out of this break in 2 steps. I want you to focus on the feet right now. So his feet, he goes 1, 2, violent 2 steps. That's explosive. That's where we want to be to get in and out of this route. But now I want you to see he's attacking the back shoulder of this guy, swatting him by, attacking the back shoulder. That's a point of control to make him ultimately fall. Ball's not in the air, not a flag. He's able to catch this thing, and now he's able to burst upfield. So let's see, he's one of the best after the catch. So he's bursting upfield here, and now what does he do? Gives a little bit of a 1-2, gets a little bit of an extra yardage on that. That's a great job by Jeudy. Here we're going to see this another angle, and we're going to watch this thing full speed. So here, stab inside, attack the outside, stop right on a dime, swat him by, get upfield, give him a little bit of a 1-2, get a little extra yardage. That's a great job. One thing, again, I want you to see here on this route, guys, swatting him by at this shoulder. Right here, at his shoulder. That's a point of control. He's not swatting him in his lower back. He's swatting him right by at that shoulder. That's a point of control. He sees that this DB is off balance here. He's trying to recover, swats him by, DB falls. We're able to catch this ball, get a first down, and then go make something happen after the catch. That's a great job by Jerry Jeudy. All right, so next clip, this is also against South Carolina. Let's watch this thing full speed, then we're going to break this thing down. So jab inside, restack, then he's working this out route right now, okay, guys? So one thing I want you to notice here, let's rewind this back. Let's see what makes this thing work. I want you to see how explosive this first step is. Right here, explosive to the inside with head and shoulder movement. He's keeping his toes straight forward, and he's pushing off that inside arch, as you can see. Now, also, this DB's trying to get hands on him here, okay? I think he probably should have been jamming with his inside arm here, but he tries to reach with this outside arm because this move does so well, and he realizes that if he's trying to get an outside release, he takes this jab to the inside. All he has to do is beat this outside arm, and he has no recovery, okay, guys? So that's a great job by Jeudy setting him up with that first step. Now, see how he avoids that hand contact right there. That's how he beats that offhand. He could have swatted this hand off, but he just avoids it. He knows this DB's at a good range where he makes this sudden jab. He knows he beats this DB. He gets him thinking inside. He opens up his hip just a little bit, misses with the hands here, a little bit over-aggressive, avoids the contact. Now what he does is he restacks him. He gets on top of this DB. When you restack him, this DB's chasing him. He's playing catch-up the entire time. He's chasing your hip. And then he makes this sudden stick, as you can see, stick right here with a little bit of head and shoulder movement, almost looking to the inside, exploding off this inside arch. That's one of the great things that you can do when you restack this guy. He does not know where you're going. So by looking over the inside, head and shoulder movement makes him think that Jeudy's breaking on an inside route, gets him a little bit of a stumble to the inside. He actually recovers pretty well here, but that's all the separation you need when you got a great quarterback like Tua Tagovailoa and a great receiver like Jerry Jeudy. Let's watch this thing full speed again. That's a great first step up the ball, make this DB miss, avoid the contact, restack, sudden stick, get this first down. So jab, avoid the contact, restack, sudden stick. That's all the separation you need, guys, especially at that high level of football. All right, so now we're going to be breaking down his run after the catch. So he's just going to be running a little bubble screen here, and this is one of the things Alabama is utilizing very well this year. So let's watch this thing full speed. Coming out on this bubble screen, catches this ball, and immediately he's getting upfield. He doesn't waste any time, makes a guy miss 1-2, breaks his ankles, gets upfield, and gets a little bit of extra for that first down and even more. So off this line here, what I want you to see, guys, is he's coming out on this bubble, looking for the ball, expecting this ball. Now, when he catches this ball here, guys, his thought, he's not going to try to he's not going to worry about trying to make this guy miss. He might hesitate a little bit, but he just gets upfield right now. Puts that ball in the outside arm. That is also a great job. And then he's able to stop right on a dime. As you can see, this is just like route running. That's where working all these route running drills comes into play. Stops right on a dime, 2 steps, swats this guy by again on the back of his shoulder. That's a point of control. Makes him miss. Now, this is the great one. 1, 2. As you can see, this is just a double move off the line. 1, a little bit of head and shoulder movement to the inside here with this fake. 1, 2, back to the inside. You can't really see right here, but another head and shoulder movement to the inside makes this guy whiff, and then he's getting upfield right now. He explodes off that cut. He's bursting upfield. This is a great job running after the catch, and gets about 5 extra yards, maybe actually 10 extra yards more than what he would have gotten. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. It's a great job utilizing the bubble screen by Alabama and Jerry Jeudy. So he comes out here, catches this bubble screen, gets upfield right now, stops right on the dime, swats him by. 1, 2, head and shoulders, breaks his ankles, gets upfield, gets about 10 extra yards. Okay, so now this is another Jerry Jeudy utilizing the bubble screen right here, okay? RPO action, I'm guessing these guys are stacking the box. It is essentially one-on-one with this linebacker right here. We got Jerry Jeudy one-on-one with the linebacker and a receiver blocking this corner. I like our odds personally. I think Tua liked the odds too. I think the offensive coordinator loved the odds as well. So here, all Jeudy has to do, or actually, I'm sorry, there's another guy out here. That's my fault. But still, it's one-on-one with this linebacker. I love our odds. I like our guys versus their guys because we know where they're going. We know where we're going. They don't know where we're going. Okay, so it's a one-on-one matchup. All we got to do is make him miss, and then we're off to the races. These guys make good blocks. And so what he does here, let's watch it full speed. Let's watch it full speed, then we'll break it down. So catches this bubble screen, makes this guy miss. A little bit of a slow play here. Bursts upfield, gets upfield. Great blocking by his receivers downfield for a touchdown. So, again, this is something quarterbacks could take advantage of. If you got a great slot receiver, if you got a great athletic receiver out here, and he's one-on-one with the linebacker, and the linebacker's about how many yards off? About 9 yards off, 10 yards off. I like our odds because he has to make that open field tackle. So in the open field, Jeudy does a good job of giving him a little bit of a spin, a little bit of jab inside, throws him off. Now he gives a little bit of a hesitation here, guys. This is something you could work off the line on a release when you got to work a fade or you got to work any kind of slow play release, kind of slow plays him, gets this guy guessing, then he kicks up into second gear. Speed change, guys. That's how you get some separation. That's how you make plays happen with the ball in your hand, running after the catch. Then he's just focused on getting upfield right now. Great pad level, being explosive, turning up that sideline, and then scoring for this touchdown. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So catches this bubble screen one-on-one, a little bit of a spin, hesitation move, gets this guy on his heels, and he knows he messed up, and scores this thing for a touchdown. That's a great job here. So let's watch this play in full speed here. So this is Jeudy working an out route on 3rd down, okay? This is 3rd and 5. So one thing I want you to notice here, so he makes 2 steps to the inside. Now, what I want you to see, he's in the slot right here. He's looking to the inside, okay? So he's looking inside for 2 steps. 1, 2, sudden stick. Now, what does that do? That brings that backer completely turned, or whoever, that brings that DB turned. His hips are turned to the inside. He's selling like he's running a slant. He's running a drag, anything over the middle because his eyes are there, and he's taking 2 explosive steps to the inside. So 1, 2, explodes, and he's exploding off that step, as you can see. This is very aggressive, very sudden, a little bit of head and shoulder movement, and this DB is completely moved to the inside. Now, what I want you to see is he just doesn't get out flat right now. He still takes this route up 3 steps, 2, 3, sudden stick, and he gets his depth. He realizes that this is 3rd down. This is a very intelligent play by Jerry Jeudy. This is what's called being a second quarterback on the field. He knows the mark that he has to get to. He snaps that head around. He catches this ball, gets the 1st down on 3rd and 5, and then he turns up the sideline and gets a little bit more after the catch. That's a great job by Jeudy, setting up the inside move to this slant and then taking this thing right back up, getting the proper depth on this route, 3 steps, and running this out. Let's watch this thing full speed again. So he's going to be here. 1, 2, sudden stick, looking to the inside. 3 steps, looking to the out, catches this ball, turns up the sideline as best he can. That's a great job by Jeudy working that. Okay, so let's watch this here. He's going to be running a dig, and this is going to be in zone coverage. So let's watch what he does here. So he comes up, sudden stick, and he sits right in that hole there, guys. So on a dig route, if you're running a dig and zone coverage, let's watch this thing here. It's zone coverage. So he's got a guy over the top of him, and he's got a guy right back here. There's a big gap right here for Tua to hit that throw, and Tua's going to be able to make that throw because he's a very talented quarterback. Now, if he runs this dig, what a lot of you guys try to do is you just try to cut it in front of this guy. You don't get your depth. Maybe you cut it behind, and that's a very difficult throw for the quarterback, but he does a good job, Jeudy, of sitting right in this hole in zone coverage. You got to utilize and find the holes in zone coverage because that's how you're going to beat zone coverage. The reason why they go zone is because they're trying to take up parts of the field they don't want you to get to, okay? To break it down in very simple terms there. That's not the football IQ terms, but to break it down simple for you guys, that's what they're trying to do. But he sits in that hole because there are holes in zone coverage, okay? But they're challenging you to say you won't be able to get it in those holes, you won't be able to make that play. And Jeudy understands that, but he sits right in that hole in zone coverage. He doesn't want to carry it out and run into this linebacker. He sits right in that hole, catches this ball, comes back. Now, after the catch here, he's able to put the brakes on 1-2 and get spin out of this thing. And now, see, he lost yardage. He lost about 3 yards, and I'm not a huge fan of this. But for him to make such a great play, then be able to get outside and get that first down yardage back, that's a great job by Jerry Jeudy, sitting down in coverage, finding the hole in the defense, being on the same page as his quarterback, making a guy miss, losing a little bit of yardage, but that's okay, then getting upfield. Now, another thing I want you to notice is when he's running this dig, he doesn't waste any time. He goes one step into this thing. Sudden stick right here. He's exploding off this outside leg. That's called body control, guys. He doesn't take maybe 10, 12, or not 10, 12, but 2, 3, 4, 5 steps at this dig and be slow out of it and beat the drum like everybody loves to say. One step, snap that head around, sit down in the zone coverage, catch this ball, come back to the ball, make a guy miss, and then get upfield, get the first down, and even more after that. That's a great job by Jerry Jeudy. That's a very intelligent play by him. Okay, so let's get to this next throw here. So this is another play where Jeudy makes a guy miss. Let's watch this thing full speed. So comes out in the flat, a little bit of a speed change, then gets this first down. Okay, that's a great job. Not too much to break down here, guys, because it's a very simple route. He's just coming out in the flat. This is another RPO action right here. So he's making this run fake. Now what he does here is he sees, again, Jeudy one-on-one with this guy off coverage. He's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards off of him. He's running a flat. I'm going to say it again. I like our odds in this situation. So Tua realizes that. He just knows he got to give him an accurate ball, get this ball to Jeudy in space. So what he does here is he just changes speeds on him. A little bit of a high step. What that does is that gets him guessing. He doesn't know if he's going to break back inside, and then he just takes this thing up the sideline and bursts up, gets this first down, and then even more. That's a great job utilizing the RPO by Alabama and Jeudy on getting upfield. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So Tua realizes one-on-one with the linebacker. I like my odds here. A little bit of a slow play, high step, gets him outside, bursts upfield, gets some extra yardage. That's a great job. Okay, so this is Jeudy coming in motion across the formation. Then he's able to get to this flat route again. So a little bit of play action by Alabama. But one thing I want you to see here is he keeps his head down while he's running this flat here, okay, guys? So when he's coming across the formation, he knows Tua's got a play action fake. He knows he's going to be booting out. He's going to be getting some time. He's got to get some depth. So he doesn't get to this position and start looking back for the ball from Tua because he knows he's got to beat this guy to a spot. He's got to beat this guy here so he could catch and he could turn up the sideline. So he keeps his head straight forward, not looking back, not picking up his pad level, and he's pumping those arms. Now he snaps his head around when he's got this guy by 3 steps. He gets out. He gets to the depth or the position on the field that he needs to be so Tua can give him a good ball in space. He's got this guy by 3, 4, 5 steps, and he's able to just turn upfield right now, get to this first down, and then get even 5, 6, 7 yards more. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So Jeudy's coming down across the formation, beats him, pumping those arms, snaps his head around when he's got him about 3 steps, 4 steps, and then gets this first down. All right, so now this is one aspect of Jeudy's game that I think is very underrated, his blocking. He is always blocking downfield, whether it's for Najee Harris or for other receivers on his team. And this is the big play that Najee Harris had last week against South Carolina, but it was set up by a Jerry Jeudy block. So let's watch this thing again. He's at the top of the screen here, and he's able to make this block downfield, okay? That's one of those things where you don't see it that often by receivers. You see him just kind of give up on the play. He's working into this route. He sees his guy catch the ball. He makes this block, okay? He doesn't want him making this tackle. He makes a great block. He runs his feet. He's very explosive. He's in a power position, gets him away from Najee Harris so he could go turn up the sideline and make this play, and ultimately he makes this guy give up, and he takes this other guy out of the play as well. That's a great job blocking downfield for your running back by Jerry Jeudy, showing that he's a team guy. He wants to be out there. He wants to block. Let's watch this thing full speed again. So he's coming out, snaps that head around, then makes this block, lets Najee Harris get upfield and make a play happen. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like this video and please subscribe to this channel. That would really mean a lot to me. And please leave any questions, comments, concerns you have in the comments section, and I'll see you guys next time.